What's harder, working with teens or working with their parents? Melissa says parents. Gia says parents. Sarah says most, but not all the time. Yeah, so that was the consensus, was that parents are harder to work with than teens. And I think that makes sense, right? If you got into this field to work with kids or to work with teens and you really connect with that youth-oriented population, what happens at first is that therapists who work with kids and teens see parents as the obstacle or the barrier, or they get polarized, and it makes it hard for progress to be consistent. It makes it hard to be effective. And there's this unraveling of therapy progress that happens in the home. I've seen a lot of people say, I used to work with kids or I used to work with teens, but I hated working with parents, so I stopped doing that. So I hope that after today's training, you have a new sense of how to actually leverage parents, how to work with parents, how to collaborate with them so that you're on the same page, because ultimately this strengthens the support system for teens. So the way that I see it is that I, as the therapist, am only in a teenager's life for a short period of time. Even if I'm with them all throughout high school, that's 4 years of X amount of years that they have parents or caregivers in their lives. And so my goal is not only to give teens the skills, but also to help parents support those teens because they're in the home with them. You see a teen 1 or 2 hours a week. If you see them in individual, if you see them in group, they're at home or at school, all those other times. And we know the environment is such a powerful system that can either reinforce progress or deteriorate progress. So for me, I want to make sure that I'm setting my teen clients up for success. But it wasn't always that way. When we started the Teen Support Center 8-ish years ago now, we were a teen support center, which means that we worked with teens and not parents. And I have to admit, I think I even said that actual thing. Like, we work with teens, we don't work with parents. This parent is disrupting the process. And so what happened was we worked with teens. They were the identified client. We were supporting the teenagers, but parents were sending these paragraphs long emails or pushing for progress too quickly when a teen wasn't ready for progress. Or teens would come home into an environment and be more skillful, and parents would punish them for that because they weren't understanding how it was a part of the process or how it was progress when they were advocating for themselves, when they were talking more about how they felt. And there was this point within our program 5 years ago that we recognized that if we wanted teens to have the best chance of progress, that we needed to be able to integrate parents into our program, give them their own skills, let them know how to be a part of the process, teach them how to support, how to validate, how to be a change-ready environment at home. And that's where this presentation comes in, is teaching you all of the tricks that we've learned at Creative Healing to help parents be a part of the process and actually see more progress, more change, lasting change with our clients, because it's generalizing to their environment and not just happening in a therapy session.